Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I apologize for being, not really uploading as much as I could have been within December and everything. But for me, I saw Avatar 3 with Fire and Ash, as well as just, being around for family, as well as work and other things. But within the time frame, I was also doing a bunch of rewatches of movies for my favorites of the year, as well as watching other newer things at the same time. But just for me as a whole, this video here will be specifically of, I think, one of three videos. This video itself will be of honorable mentions of my favorite movies of 2025. Because let's be real, 2025 is a pretty damn great year for cinema. Probably my second favorite year of the 2020s. When it comes to just great quality and quantity of great standard of great movies, of how the bar's been raised, but also how much variety we have. I think this is easily the second best year of the 2020s of just great movies. But yes, on the way of this list. Before I get into my list of my honorable mentions and my personal little description of what I thought of those movies, I also want to give a personal little shout out to Kill Bill: The Ultimate Cut, or Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair, because if I was allowed to include a new edited movie that came out 20 plus years ago, that was edited into one big movie rather than two singular parts, then that would clearly be my number one movie of the year for me. I'm just saying, my love for Kill Bill, particularly with Volume 1, I like Volume 1 more than 2, but now that it's been re-edited and outside the theaters, my love for Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair would, if anything, be my number one. So within a unique little roundabout way of it, this will be my number 0. But yeah. But my honorable mentions before I get into my top 10 in my next video, I have a good handful of these movies. So starting with two movies of a particular franchise that came out this year, I have both Predator: Badlands and oh god damn, what was the other one called? There's the one that was released on Disney Plus, Killer Killers. I love how the first, on one hand with Killer Killers, I love its much more unique unlinear storytelling of this little vignettes of how they all connect towards towards the one with the predator creatures. The first one based off the Shield, which is basically of this Viking warrior who's also this mom who's just trying to fight. The second one is of the ninja, or samurai versus ninja rivalry of brother versus brother. And then the third one, which is of a World War II, which is called The Sword. And then the third one, which is based in World War II with a Latino pilot, who's based in that one's called The Bullet. And I thought all those were done very, very cleverly. Great animation, great storytelling. The violence and action were cool, was great. I love the kills. Predator: Badlands. Christ, I didn't think we'd take this on getting into this video. Predator: Badlands, I thought was great because I thought how much more clever and inventive it had to be for the franchise. More than anything else in my view, I thought that was a movie that really had to shake things up because it really needed to be something different before the franchise got stale. But the setting, the chemistry between the creature and Elle Fanning was great. The world building was clever. I really enjoyed that aspect of the movie. What else I really like? I love it was trying to go for this classical kind of structure of a movie for it, but then it kind of partly abandons it, which is something I both really like and don't like at the same time. But anyway, Predator: Badlands and Killer Killers are among my both honorable mentions. My second honorable mention for me is Highest to Lowest. Anytime you get Spike Lee and Denzel Washington together in a movie, you know you're going to get something fun and creative and feels like a piece of dynamite. What really stands about this movie is the character writing, their dialogue, and most importantly, the editing and the music. That together makes this really, really a real good, fun cocktail of a movie. It may not be Spike Lee's best movie, but it's also a movie I just really enjoyed. I wasn't expecting this movie to be as good as my love for 2020's Down Found Bloods, but I thought this was a really good movie. But yeah, in my opinion, it's a really good fun movie. Sisu 2. I thought this was a really very creative, very audacious. It felt like a good sequel, what it should do in any given scenario, in truth. I loved its higher stakes. I love the actions. I love the sense of scaling it has. It does kind of everything the idea in such a way where it does feel like, as I said in my review for the movie, an R-rated episode of the Looney Tunes. But damn, this movie landed. Even if you question the logic and storytelling at times, it's just so fun. Sisu 2, I forgot the surname for the title of it. I thought was tremendously fun and excuse me, a really kick-ass movie in my opinion. My other honorable mention is I'm not gonna say the whole damn title about it, but it's the Ballerina movie of the John Wick franchise. I thought this movie kicked ass. It was super fun. I'm really happy it delivered on the action, on the spectacle of everything. I love how clever it was. It felt like a good spin-off. I felt like it did what a good spin-off should have done in any which way. It kept it simple, straightforward. Its craft and everything was more than anything else. Very simple, straightforward, and linear, but with great action, great use of stunt doubles and everyone, and a whole bunch of stuff that they've done great. Yeah, I thought Ballerina was, the title is From the World of John Wick, Ballerina. That's the whole title. Really enjoyed this movie. Lots of good fun. If anything, I might consider Ballerina my number 11 for me. My next honorable mention, Thunderbolts. I know a lot of people have been coming back around this movie saying it's the best comic movie of the year, and I'm gonna say no, but it's really fun. It's kind of like a sleeper hint of an Avengers movie because it's essentially the new Avengers of the title, so it's like Thunderbolts with the asterisks, but the chemistry within the leads, I thought, Sentry, the character of Sentry played by Will Patton was really good. This is unlike Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I actually felt like Julia Louis-Dreyfus was actually a good addition. It actually felt like she had more stakes and was more interesting in this movie than she was in other MCU products in my mind. Yeah, I thought she was great fun in this movie. Thunderbolts, a really kick butt movie in my mind. Another honorable mention of mine, in my view, is gonna be The Naked Gun. Easily in my mind, the funniest movie of the year. A great comedy. I thought it was really creative and imaginative. It was a great sense of a movie that wasn't taking itself too seriously within the summer. With a bunch of movies I felt like they were, or begging you to take them seriously in their own right. I thought The Naked Gun was probably one of the biggest surprises of the year in my mind. I really had a lot of fun with this movie. It was just a breath of fresh air. I thought most of the writing was really good. The plot was interesting enough to kick me through. So yeah. Another one of my honorable mentions is Weapons. I know I kind of gave it a bit of a mixed, scathing review in my first impression of the movie, but within a second watch of this movie about a week or two ago, man, did I come back around. I felt like the story was actually much more investing and a little bit more onto something, because I probably had a chip on my shoulder watching that movie, like, I expected to be something. And sure, I'm still not in love with these characters, and I don't think they were all that fascinating, but it's all about that sense of atmosphere and dread and the weird writing that comes within it that I thought really stood out. That made Weapons a really clever and unexpected movie that I should have been much more open and charitable towards. My cat's in the room. And I'm just going through my list. My last honorable mention for me, and this is a movie that people bring up. You know what? I'm a little mixed on if I should bring it up or not, but I might get killed for saying it. I had a lot of fun. Another one of my mentions that I think I want to bring up that people will have is Wicked for Good. I really enjoyed it. I thought great production design. Excuse me. Great production design. I thought performances were terrific. The writing was a bit messy. It does feel like you're feeling left out a little bit. I liked it more than others. Sue me. But my last one I mention has to be Paddington in Peru. I really enjoyed the heck out of this movie. I thought it was fun. It was delightful. It actually has a good sense of scope and storytelling as aspect. This is a terrifically fun movie, and I'm sad to hear that the director is going on to direct other things. But for what it is, I think the Paddington trilogy lands on a very good note. Good score. It's a good score. I think it's a really good story. That good sense of scope. The actor, I forgot his name from Skyfall, who voices Paddington himself, is great. I love the story. I really enjoyed the storytelling in this movie. This movie really has a cute, it has a very cute smile and smolchiness that I really enjoy. I saw this movie with my mom, and she was like, it was a bit smolty, and I was like, yes, but I also think that's a strength. This is a very simple, straightforward, but also a very delightful movie that doesn't make anyone angry or tell them what to say or whatever. It's just a fun, good movie. And that's what I really enjoyed about this movie. It's just a fun slice of a very fun movie that I think most of us are not gonna really give a rat's ass about. But Paddington 3 in Peru is delightful and cute, and it delivers on an actual sense of scale and emotional storytelling that it should be told at this point. I'm really happy it brought it home for Paddington, and this is the only three Paddington movies we get. I'm happy. So yeah, that's my honorable mentions. Explored into a little bit more of a depth for everyone. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. My next video will be of my top 10 favorite movies of 2025. At one point, I was considering just doing a top 4, or like with my Mount Rushmore or my top 5. But at some point, it was just like any of the top 10. I really could see an argument for any other movie of my top 10 movie list. For the movies that are in my top 10, there could be another movie that could be number 1 another time around or whatever. But I'm not saying it was all even, but they're all great. That's what I want to say. So yeah, great quality and great range of movies this year. I really hope to see it. Until then, next video, my top 10 favorite movies of 2025. Until then, bye. Thank you.